What's going on, guys? Welcome in, welcome back. These messages riding on the frequency of love for the highest good. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If you've been here with the channel before, welcome back. If you haven't, this is your first time, welcome in. This might be a little bit of an uncomfortable reading for some of you guys. I'm sitting here in my face paint, you know what I mean? And I want to talk about expression a little bit. I want to talk about the divine masculine and divine feminine qualities of the universe and how that can come forward as a way that feels shameful, right? So my friend and I, Elio, was just doing this, like we were just doing some content, and I decided to sit down here and do a reading for you guys on like owning shame. What could be better than showing up with like a clown paint on my face just to demonstrate to you the lack of fucks that are required. So someone here is like is working through shame, and like also they are moving through an energy that is allowing them to feel like they can become any version of themselves that they want to be, despite what the framework was or is, right? So if you are a visionary creative, or you are a soul having and using a human experience, and you are resonating with my messages, and you feel like you want to push past any limitation, then this message will be for you. I pulled the El Moria card from the Lightworker Oracle, which I think is absolutely stunning and beautiful. This is sacred power, energy, capacity, intelligence, and strength. To accomplish the soul's destiny and manifest higher divine will, the first ray of power is divine consciousness straight from the center of the universe, which manifests this sacred power. It is fierce love and higher spiritual authority which is always flowing to express and protect the divine plan for all life. There can be a destructive element to this energy, which can be used in a healthy way to eliminate outmoded structures and empower the soul with a fresh start. Okay, this is beautiful to me, because what it is it's dismantling all of the framework that you have ever thought was possible for you in your life. So for whoever this message is for, you are moving outside of the framework of what you've been told. I'm hearing divine feminine and divine masculine energies of the universe that are being completely redefined here, and this is the creative power of expression, of a soul's expression, and what that means for you, the archetype of your soul. What is that for you? And we see so many beautiful people in the world right now expressing this in their way and owning this part of their heart, and they are standing on who they are. They are obliterating these expectations for people in the world all the time in their own ways. And for whoever this message is for, you're watching yourself as either someone who you deem to be more like embodiment of the divine feminine or divine masculine energy, and you are watching as you are able to be the alchemist in your own life, in your own emotional inner life, as you completely destroy and dismantle every single limitation that was placed upon you, because that's what it was placed upon you. It's a perception, it's not real. You're moving into a place of limitless potential. I'm going to pull a sacred symbol oracle card for you today. My friend Elio, who you guys know if you guys watch my other playlists, and go check them out please, 333 on the timer. He was telling me, and I love this, I'm going to bring it forward for the collective, that your perception of a certain like person or how they express is a reflection of the shame that exists inside of you, right? So let's say an effeminate young gay man is shamed for being an effeminate young gay man, but then they take that expression and they apply it and they say, this is not how it's going to be, I'm going to do my own thing despite what anybody says, is one of the most masculine things you can possibly be doing. And so anybody who's out there who's not saying what's on their heart, who's not able to express themselves, these could be men, very strong straight men in positions of power who are not saying the truth that's on their heart. And that really, I'm gonna just like, you know, I love the creative feminine energy of the universe, but this is being created inside of all of us, and it's actually a very masculine, like discerning quality to be able to take that from the inside and put it on the outside. And that's what this is. That's like what 444 on the timer, that's kind of what I'm realizing is happening through this work. For whoever these messages are for, you are taking things and you're flipping them inside out, and you are looking at them in a place of your heart. Like it's your heart here. So the air card comes out. I'm liking reading for this reading for some reason, so I'm going to pull a couple words here. Thanks for being here, guys. And thanks for moving through the uncomfortability of having to see me in my paint. You know, I get it. It's jarring. Like, what is all this? How could this be of the light? Are we making fun of it? Are we commentating on it? Are we just expressing? Does any of it even matter? Air. Logic, critical thinking, facts, information, research, and reasoning are required at this time. You may also need more information before proceeding. Drawing this card asks you to call on the element of air to help you in finding healthy resolutions. Meditate with this symbol to call on more of the air element in your life. Enhance logical thought and inspire new ideas. Use incense, channel writing, and journaling to enhance the power of this element. Because for whoever this message is for, like, let's say you have some shame about your divine feminine, divine masculine qualities, right? In order to infuse them all and obliterate the definition of any of it, you simply must take all of that off. Take the ceiling off, take the limitations off, and stand on that. And realize that everything that you have been told might have been mirrored back to you in a way that doesn't make the most sense. And now here you are taking that energy back, and you're like, just because I am this person, just because I have this quality or that quality, or just because my life looks like this, or I don't have this much money, or I don't know these people, just because I've never taken a voice lesson, whatever it is, just because you've never picked up an instrument, just because you've never, you know, whatever it is for you, just because you have never taken that first step, if you haven't, then that doesn't mean that you won't be. That doesn't mean that there's not another step there to catch you. You must take the first step in the leap. Take that truth, put it on display, put your shame out into the world, and just completely obliterate it, like in the town square, in front of everyone. Just like this. There's a perspective here, a higher perspective that you are ascending into for whoever this message is for. You're seeing that there is no limitations to your abilities. And it's just, even though you stand in this current position and you might not deem your life to look a certain way, like we were saying, you have enough money, you have enough skill, whatever. When you are tethered to this place and you continue to move forward, that skill just arrives. That skill just reveals itself. As soon as you're in the moment, all you need to do is move forward with the vision to burst through whatever this is for you. Okay? Whatever this is for you. I'm going to get a message from Spirit. Detachment. You know, I hate to sound redundant. All these messages is all about detachment, all about surrender, and then letting go comes in. So I guess this is just more confirmation for the simplicity of this work. Coming back to your heart space and listening to your heart. And actually, if you listen to your heart, you're ahead as well. You're in on the joke and you're ahead of the joke. Does that make sense? You can't be played because you're playing the game. Letting go. Everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. You can safely let go. Oh man. Detachment. With detachment, you finally feel free, whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. And ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. That actually just made me realize. So for whoever this message is for, whatever it is that you are looking to do right now, take that and give it away to the astrals. Like, there are tools and things that you have to figure out in order to bring this thing into the world, and Spirit wants to do it for you. You have to let go in order to surrender and like almost take your mind and put it somewhere else. Take your heart and put it somewhere else. Take your focus, take your skills and your talents, is what I'm hearing, and put it somewhere else. And then watch that vision catch up with you. Because for whoever this is who's so deeply chosen in this way, Like, you have so many skills and resources that if you are focused on this one particular thing, you are ignoring the possibilities that, like, the spirit wants to bring in to help you support this highest vision. And you are letting go of the fact that this highest vision is something that you can control at all. 10-10 on the timer. So what you're realizing here, for whoever this message is for, is that not only do you have to let go of the details and place this into the spirit and let it work itself out in its own time, but that spirit wants to work it out in a way that's greater than anything that you could have possibly forced into being. Now, here's what I mean by that. Using the example from earlier in the reading, a young, effeminate, queer man, for instance, growing up, being ostracized, being made to feel more feminine, or being shamed for their more feminine expression, only to burst through that with discernment, which is a divine masculine quality, to be like, this is who I am no matter what. 11-11 on the timer. And to, like, throw that middle finger up in whoever's face and stand on your worth. Okay? And another reader might tell you something different. Okay? So take what resonates. Obviously, my channel is a little bit more like, you know, whatever. You get it if you've been here. And it's really like that, though. It really is like that. You gotta be pushy about this. You gotta know it. You gotta speak it. You gotta piss people off. You have to. You have to. And you get comfortable doing it. You will. You'll get comfortable doing it. Because you know that you're tethered to this heart space, and you understand, too, that the energy of, like, sitting up here behind a screen with clown paint and calling straight men girly is powerful. As a queer man. As a clown. As a queer clown. As just use me as an archetype, please, right now. And I say this too. I don't want to have to clarify for people in the comments, but I do, because this channel is growing so much. 12-12 on the timer. So I'm gonna just confirm that right now for this message, I'm using a lot of examples from my life, because these are the examples that are, like, present and available. So take these messages that they resonate, because it's still riding in on the oneness, and this is energy that is obliterating shame. I feel uncomfortable right now. But then the more I think about it, I'm like, I'm not uncomfortable. I don't care. I don't care at all. And I'm sure it's possible that this reading either will get more views or less views. And either way, it doesn't even matter, because it's not about that. It's about the act. It's about the process. It's about leading by example. You know what I mean? I'm going to be the example. I'm going to step into this space and allow for myself to be seen in this way. And I'm going to call out anyone who thinks that I should be ashamed for it, because I'm not. And you don't have to be ashamed of yourself in any way either. And so maybe this reading is about really deeply accepting that and letting go of shame, and, like, just obliterate 13-13 on the timer. Like, that your shame is actually going to be the thing that becomes the elixir of life for other people. And that your shame is going to be the thing that sets you free. You can take that shame that people gave to you and you can put it right back on them. Ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Like, it wasn't yours. It's not like you have to put it on them. All you're doing is, like, they put it on you and you're like, whoop. Psych. Not mine. Hot potato. No touchbacks. That was yours, bitch. I'm not holding that. My hands are full. I got shit to do over here. Don't give me that. Don't give me that shame. I'm not taking your shame. You know what I mean? We obliterate that shit. So come up in here if you want to be, like, on, like, the no shame train, for real. Whatever. I don't know if I like that. No shame train. Whatever. I don't edit these videos, so it's just gonna have to fly. I'm gonna wrap up this message here right now. I actually want to pull one archetype before I send you on your way. Okay? The river. There's this ancient river that flows through you throughout all time. This is the oneness. This is the thing that you ride the frequency of. This is what you're being asked to be called back to. Like, to literally visualize it inside of your heart, that this river exists, that this is yours, and this is a calm river I'm seeing. This is a really peaceful river. This is a tranquil river. This is a river that like everyone can come down to, no matter who they are, and have a drink and take what resonates and apply, and then hopefully like that river meanders and creates 15 on the timer, like other streams that are more and more calm. And it's about dismantling any type of perception around who or how you are, and then becoming the example. There's nothing that you have to control in the outside world. The only thing that you can control is your inner world. So how are you going to show up in a way that is unexpected for yourself, so that you can disrupt the pattern, so that you can become the version of yourself that you've always wanted to be, so that you can move into this higher timeline in a way that feels effortless. And it's about the perspective of taking this limitation around your definition of what you've been told on who you are, and redefining it entirely based on your soul's expression. What does that mean for you? You know? I can't wait to see it. Let me know. I love this reading. Thank you so much for being here for another one, and I hope to see you in another one very soon. Bye, guys.